Insight represents the depth of inhuman knowledge. As his insight grows, the hunter becomes more aware of the irregularities in the world around him. With enough insight, the hunter will witness a doll come to life. Hear the already creepy winter lanterns humming off key. Observe strange creatures hanging from structures. And be surrounded by a newborn's harrowing cry, even though there will be no infants in sight. Although these aberrations may, at first glance, resemble glitches in the Matrix, they are in reality pockets of truth accessible to those who have gained inhuman knowledge. Understandably, the hunter may need to down a sedative or two after having his eyes open to all the wonderful relics his world has to offer. How does the hunter gain insight, you ask? Well, by confronting powerful enemies like Vicar Emilia, by discovering concealed locations like the Castle Kinehurst, and by consuming items like the oh-so-delicious umbilical cords. There is, however, another form of insight to which the hunter may be exposed to, mostly during his battles with unforgiving foes like Maria, Lawrence, German, and of course, Ludwig. But first, allow me to go on a little tangent. In ancient history, the music, the cosmos, and the gods seem to be at times interconnected. Music of spheres, for example, is a theory of macrocosmic harmony, attributed originally to Pythagoras, in which the stars and planets are harmonically ordered on mathematical principles. The music of spheres was not considered to be audible to human beings, but could be heard by God. Moreover, the ancient Egyptians credited one of the powerful gods, Hathor, with the invention of music, which Osiris in turn used as part of his effort to civilize the world. Finally, the word music itself is derived from a Greek word which stands for art of the muses. Muses being daughters of Zeus and goddesses of inspiration. Anyway, as I was saying, there is another kind of insight that the hunter may experience while fighting in an epic battle. Music. I know this may sound mad, but I think the music that the hunter hears during his battles is the utterings of the Great Ones. What could the Great Ones be saying? They might be trying to convey the thoughts, feelings, regrets, triumphs, aspirations, and downfalls of the contenders which the hunter is about to slay. They could be trying to convince the hunter to spare his prey and to turn back. Or maybe just the opposite. They could be encouraging the hunter to emerge victorious. But then again, the Great Ones could simply be trying to show that they are watching over the hunter in his time of need, as they are sympathetic in spirit. Pythagoras was a Greek philosopher, a great mathematician, and a pursuer of lost occult knowledge. He even had his own school. Right about now, he sounds a bit like Master Willem, but that's a story for another day. Pythagoras said, "There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres." According to legend, the way Pythagoras discovered that musical notes could be translated into mathematical equations was when he passed blacksmiths at work one day and thought that the sounds emanating from their anvils were beautiful and harmonious. He decided that whatever scientific law caused this to happen must be mathematical and could be applied to music. He went to the blacksmiths to learn how the sounds were produced by looking at their tools. Now, do you remember runesmith Carol? Carol was a student at Bergenworth who transcribed the inhuman utterings of great ones into runes. Perhaps Carol understood that the great ones can communicate through music, chants, and melodies. Maybe Carol succeeded in deciphering the harmonies of the cosmos and was able to transcribe the whispers of the great ones without relying upon blood in any measure. I wonder, why do the great ones sing? Perhaps they sing so that we seek their guidance. Perhaps they sing to offer us their wisdom. Perhaps they sing in hopes that we would hear them. Because there's nothing more lonely or terrifying in the entire cosmos than never being heard.